This is the Christian Brothers Band, the oldest high school band in America for you today. They're 150 years old. This is our 150th Jubilee season. Let's give these guys a round of applause. They're working really hard. That first piece we played for you is called Yellowstone Overture. Went through a lot of different themes, very Copland-esque piece, because the reason I chose it is because this is the 150th anniversary of Yellowstone becoming a national park. It was the very first park, a national park in America, probably the very first national park in the world. And when it was, General Grant marked it into being the first national park, many of them continued. We always like going to see national parks. Ralph Hale was a big supporter of all the national parks. We're going to play one more piece kind of concerning that a little bit later on. But the next piece we got for you today is, it's a wonderful little piece. It's called Greensleeves. You've probably heard Greensleeves before. As an arrangement of a Christmas melody. But this one is by, in the theme of Ralph Vaughan Williams. And Ralph Vaughan Williams was born in 1872, 150 years ago. So you kind of see how the theme's going. All right? And 150 years ago, he was born, and we've had him for his music on the planet at least for 100 years. And he was one of the most prolific English composers we had. He went out and he listened to folk music in the countryside, and he wrote it down and orchestrated it, not only for the orchestra, but also for the band. He wrote many pieces for band. And this one is just a beautiful arrangement in the style of Ralph Vaughan Williams, of Greensleeves. I think you're really going to enjoy it. This next piece we have for you is called Scherzo Pomposo. Scherzo Pomposo. A pompous scherzo, I guess, is what that would translate to. And what perfect instrument, a pompous instrument we have here in front of you today is tuba. This is Ben Shedd. He is the band president, and he's been doing a great job. Not only is he the band president and All-West player, he's an All-State player. He went to Governor School. He also gets getting big scholarships to go to college and play tuba in college as well. But he's also an outstanding band officer. We couldn't be here today without him and all of his hard work that he's been putting forth. This piece is great. I've been wanting to play it for years. I've never been able to play it. It's tough. It's a tough piece for tuba, and it's a lot of fun. So I think you're going to enjoy this piece. It's called Scherzo Pomposo. Ralph Hale was our band director 2 band directors ago. He was band director from 1947 to 1983. And towards the end of his career, he started writing pieces for young band. And this is one of these pieces called Crown Point March. And I've been told it's going to go back into reproduction, not reproduction, but publication pretty soon. So we're actually going to enter this recording that we made for this the last couple of days. We're going to make these recordings available, but we're going to do it for, hopefully, to be sold on the website. So when the people go to the website, they can click on it and listen to us play it. It's a pretty cool little march, too. One of his better works, I really enjoyed it. Crown Point is a place in California. It's like a little ridge. But Ralph Hale used to go out west, and he would do a lot of camping and stuff, and apparently was inspired by one of those camping adventures. This is the Crown Point March. Next, we'll feature another senior here, our band vice president, Jorge Roque, on the flute. He's been practicing hard. He started as a beginner his freshman year, and he's been working hard at that every year. He's section leader now, and he was elected as band vice president, and we've been really, really proud of him. And he's got such a beautiful tone. This piece he's going to play, he's going to really highlight that tone he has. It's called the Andante from Monique's flute concertino, and it's a really, really beautiful piece. I think you're really going to enjoy it. This is Jorge Roque on flute. So this next piece is called the Ukrainian Folk Song Suite. Okay, and this is an interesting piece. It's got a lot of neat arrangements of Ukrainian folk songs, believe it or not. And it's they're all little, they're short little miniatures. Okay, so we're going to go through a kind of rapid succession of about 6 of the 12 that's in this collection of these Ukrainian folk songs. The reason I wanted to play this year, of course, we know what's going on in Ukraine. We know the Russians' invasion is, we're not very happy with that, and it's displacing a lot of people. In fact, some of our band members. This year we have Misha here in the front row. He's playing clarinet. Stand up there. He came to us this summer from the Ukraine. So he's a Ukrainian refugee. He's been with us this year and is an awesome player. We've loved having him in the group. He has a brother as well who's in a beginner band. We're looking forward to having him in the group as well. And we were going to feature Andrei Dachenko on clarinet today as our concert closer. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. We had earlier this week, he's the principal clarinetist for the Memphis Symphony Orchestra. They had a concert at 7 tonight. It changed to 4. So you know how that goes. All right, and of course, we really appreciate you being here instead of there. But at the same time, we're going to try to do a make-up concert in January 6th. Okay, it's a Friday in January. We're going to do it at 5:30 right back here. We're going to feature Andre on the clarinet again, as long as the symphony doesn't play the same time we do. And we're also going to feature a few other short pieces. It's going to be a very short concert, about 30 minutes, Friday the 6th, right back in here, and we're going to feature Andre there. And Andre's from the Ukraine as well, and it was pivotal in getting these boys over here. So we're really proud to have this happening in our band, and it's been just such a great joy to have these guys with us. Anyway, these are some interesting pieces. The Ukrainian Folk Song Suite. What are some of the names of these pieces, guys? What's your favorite one? There's the last one is they're in your program, but the last one is The Wife Who Beats Her Husband. So some of them are pretty funny. Take a look at them. I hope you enjoy them. This next selection we have for you is called Radamapatapan. Radamapatapan, try saying that one. That's a fun little twist on the words Patapan and Radamaque. Patapan is an old French Christmas carol that you'll probably recognize. And a Radamaque is probably something you haven't done before, but it's a rudiment on the drum. Okay, the rudiments are all basically like the scales for the other instruments. The drummers were rudiments, and the Radamaque is one of those rudiments. So this piece is going to use the Radamaque, and it's also going to be played underneath that with Patapan. So it's a really cool little arrangement for percussion, Radamapatapan.